Hold on tight, pioneers, because the crypto storm brewing around Pi Network right now is one you don't want to sleep on. Over $176 million worth of Pi is about to hit the open market between June and August. And guess what? The whales are already starting to move. Are they dumping before the big Binance listing announcement? Or is this just the calm before a crazy Pi rebound? The charts are whispering something that could send the Pi price sliding below 55 cents. If utility doesn't kick in fast. And yes, the countdown to June 28th, Pi Day 2.0, is adding fuel to the fire. Now here's the real kicker. Are we facing a flood of panic sales? Or a rare opportunity before the next bull move? That's what we're about to break down in today's deep dive. Let me know in the comments. Do you think whales are selling off Pi before a major listing, or is it just FUD? Also, check out my previous videos if you missed our breakdown on the mainnet migration, Pi KYC pending problem, and Binance speculation. Link in the description below. Comment, Pi Network to the moon, and don't forget to rep your country. Drop that flag in the comments section below. If you want to support this channel and get more consistent, deep dive updates about Pi Network price, new Pi KYC updates, and more, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with your fellow pioneers. You can also join our Telegram and Facebook community for real-time conversations and updates. And of course, a quick disclaimer. This video is for entertainment purposes only and not financial advice of any kind. Always do your own research before making any investment decisions. Let's get started. The Pi Network is facing one of its most critical moments yet. We've hit open mainnet, the mining phase is over, and real-world trading has begun. But instead of celebration, the market is holding its breath. Why? Because a tsunami of newly unlocked Pi coins is about to pour into circulation, and the whales, they're already shifting their weight. Here's the situation. Over 275 million Pi tokens are lined up for unlock between June and August. That's not just a minor bump, it's a potential flood. And in the crypto world, more coins often mean one thing, more sell pressure. And right now, with the Pi price hovering around 64 cents, that pressure could be enough to knock it into dangerous territory. We're talking sub-$0, 55, maybe even touching 40 cents if nothing changes. But let's rewind a little. Pi Network started off strong with a vision to make mining accessible, ditching the old-school energy-burning model. That dream pulled in tens of millions of pioneers, built hype, and finally, after years of waiting, we hit mainnet. But dreams don't pay the bills. In the harsh world of crypto, utility is king, and without real-world use cases, even the strongest visions can falter. So far, the ecosystem is trying. We've got payments, games, social apps, some cool stuff for sure. But not enough to absorb this incoming token wave. The Pi economy is still finding its footing, and with limited adoption outside the community, the real market doesn't seem ready to handle this much new supply. And guess who knows this? The whales. Just last week, 3.03 million Pi were spotted moving to exchanges. That kind of volume shift doesn't happen by accident. It's like whales are preparing for something, or escaping something, and they might know more than we do. They could be positioning ahead of the much-rumored Binance listing, or they might just be dumping before prices fall too hard. Market volume is already showing signs. A 12% drop in trading activity is telling us people are backing off, sitting on the sidelines. The price has dipped 13% over the week, and it's struggling to hold the 64 cents range. If you're a chart reader, you've probably seen the writing on the wall. Every major moving average, from the 20-day to the 200-day, is acting as resistance. RSI, weak, momentum, slowing, confidence, wavering. So, where does this all lead? Well, right now we're in a classic consolidation phase. The market's waiting for what? A big announcement. And if the Pi Core team has something up their sleeve for June 28th, Pi Day 2.0, this could be a game changer. Maybe a major utility launch, maybe the Binance listing, maybe even an unexpected partnership that lights up the ecosystem. If that happens, all bets are off and this bearish trend could flip bullish fast. But if Pi Day comes and goes without fireworks, the pressure might finally crack the dam. Analysts are warning that without serious action, we could see Pi drop to 40 cents or lower before the end of August. That's the reality if token supply keeps rising and utility stays flat. Still, there's a glimmer of hope. After this unlock season ends in late August, the sell pressure could start easing. When fewer tokens are entering the market, the balance can shift, long-term holders might step back in, confidence might return, and if the core team executes well, the rebound could be stronger than the fall. Now let's zoom out for a second. Think about what happened with other major tokens that went through unlock cycles. Ethereum, Solana, even Avalanche. They all saw dips when big unlocks came, but the difference, they had strong developer communities, real-world adoption, and active networks that gave them bounce-back strength. Pi is still building toward that. The success of Pi Network now depends on execution. The tools are there, the community is massive, the potential is sky-high, but what's missing is adoption beyond the pioneers. Businesses need to start accepting Pi, developers need to keep building dApps that attract real-world users, and most importantly, the core team needs to provide clarity, fast. There's also the regulatory angle. Pi has been walking a careful line, trying to stay off the radar while building something real. But as it enters mainstream exchange listings, if Binance truly is coming, there'll be more scrutiny. That's why the KYC issues, especially those lingering Pi KYC pending problems, need urgent resolution. No exchange wants legal gray areas, and no investor wants to back a token that might get frozen or flagged. This is where the Pi approval solution system needs to show results. We've seen tentative approvals, failed migrations, and blocked accounts. That kind of chaos doesn't inspire investor trust. If the migration to mainnet process isn't smooth, it's like opening the doors to your house while the walls are still under construction. But let's not forget, we've also seen real progress. Migration numbers are growing, new apps are popping up on Pi browser, and the community remains one of the most loyal in crypto. That's power. And if it's used right, it could still carry Pi back up the price charts. So where are we headed? If Pi can hold above 55 cents through this sell wave and get a boost from Pi Day announcements, we could stabilize around 60 cents and start climbing again in Q4. But if no updates come and whale sell-offs continue, 40 cents might just be the next stop. Either way, what happens next will be historic for the project. So buckle up, because whether Pi moons or dips, this summer is going to define its future. Alright, so here's the big picture. We're standing on the edge of a massive shift in the Pi network price. With over 275 million Pi set to unlock and whales already moving tokens to exchanges, the coming weeks could bring either a steep drop or a surprise rally. Without major announcements from the core team, the Pi price could slide down to 40 cents. But if Pi Day delivers something game-changing, we might be looking at a strong comeback after August. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss out on these crucial updates as we track every move the Pi network makes. Let me ask you this. Do you think Pi will bounce back after August, or are we looking at a long crypto winter for Pi? Drop your answer in the comments below. And if you've got insights, theories, or questions, don't hesitate to share them too. Thanks so much for watching. And as always, see you in the next video.